to the tier 2 tower. Dragonform from Weeha committed. And FNATIC have a choice. Do they go back and try and defend after their failed smoke? Or are they just happy with the trade-off?
You have to be happy with the trade-off at this point. The tower's way too low. You would have to TP 5 heroes up there one at a time. Nobody's in position. It would take so long.
Oh, looks like
they don't even get the trade-off.
Yeah, the tier 2 tower's taking some decent damage on bottom, but the fortification slowed down the push by DJ.
Yeah, Envy right now is taking this ancient stack, deeming that necessary and worthy. Sometimes this is when the Haas criticizes FNATIC for going for the farm instead of just going for the easy objective.
But it seems to be better, right? Like, you don't want to give Pain Gaming the fight that they're looking for.
I don't think Pain would defend that either. It's a similar circumstance. If you're not set up for that fight at bottom, well, Pain don't go for it.
Pain will force the fight. So King RD's pushing back to mid lane, but the rest of Pain Gaming, they were on the northern side of the map. They attacked Roshan, and now they're thinking twice about it. They're actually pulling out of Roshan after beginning the fight.
And they're all scouted right now. FNATIC should use this time to just pressure bottom, take this tier 2 tower, finally get the trade.
That's those Lycan Wolves. Eternal Envy may have been farming in the jungle, but his Wolves were scouting everything else.
He's trying to use them to get the last hit on the creeps too, but that is way too ambitious.
Also, tier 2 tower does fall. FNATIC claiming their third tower on the map. All towers are even, as the safe lanes have lost everything external. And the mid's lost the tier 1 tower. Still feels a little bit nice for Pain Gaming as far as connecting into Roshan. The rest of the world just happy just to hold. How's Pango looking? He's going in for Blink Dagger as his item build. Earn for the Ancient Apparition. Always find that item fun to see an Ancient Apparition who wants to hold back a little bit further for his Ice Blast. And the BKB is the choice from Weeha. Finish the Shadow Blade, so he has his initiation item.
It's a good choice right now. There's a lot of magic damage on the side of FNATIC. FNATIC up 2k gold right now. Weeha invised up with the Shadow Blade, trying to look for something.
Pain's gonna be really strong going into that fight when they're ready. Like, Luna's only a Mithril Hammer away from having her BKB. And if these ganks are successful from Weeha, he gets his own BKB. That's a lot for FNATIC to deal with, and none of their magical damage to connect.
It's not easy for Abed to play without a BKB either. But Storm going for BKB right after the Kaya feels very unforgiving.
Yeah, he has the Orchid in the quick buy.
Yeah, you notice Universe, by the way, did go for that build. Pummel Dom into the pipe, and right after into the Crimson Guard. Mech just feels like such a bad item nowadays.
Yeah, this is that warm-up moment. This is when everyone can just have a drink of their beer. Or non-alcoholic beverage, and just prepare for the mid-game fight, because that's going to be amazing. That's going to have a lot of sustain inside of it.
Toby, they're drinking beer. Let's be real.
Yeah, we're real. It is on sale. All right, so got Blink Dagger. Yeah, Blink Dagger on the SK. So 2 initiating items from both sides. Yet both teams still seem to be very happy to keep the status quo. Is there even really a need to change it until you have these BKBs? And once you have it, where is the first target? Do you actually look for the fight, or do you look to push a lane, look to take an objective like Roshan? Like, how do you instigate a fight in your favor?
I'd imagine for Pain, it's just try to get all your lanes in good order, find somebody trying to counter push out the lane, transition into the high ground. You have a Luna and a Dragon Knight.
So gank into push for Pain Gaming.
Or like pushing a gank. I don't know if it's super easy for them to go for the Roshan without almost entirely wiping FNATIC, just because they're almost always going to get spotted or scouted by Wolves. Warlock is incredibly strong in the pit with Fatal Bonds, being able to proc into Roshan as well. There's a lot of different ways for them to take that fight, so they have to be careful.
Everyone's pretty grouped up on that north side for Pain Gaming. They're waiting for the 18-minute rune, which will be an arcane for Abed.
You see what they did too? HFN, he was given the bottle so he could keep this DD for as long as possible, and that might prompt the Roshan. But that's still scary.
DD just popped. And that's Tavo's bottle that HFN's got. And FNATIC, keep your eye. That one little wolf, he's coming in around the side. And Sentry Wards are not down. Like, they're close, and they saw the wolf go in. So Weeha, as well as HFN, they know they're being watched. New sentries on all sides.
And this is what I'm talking about. It's such an awkward Roshan attempt with everyone from FNATIC alive. DJ
that may actually not want to fight. Like, these Necro books are also going to time out pretty soon, so that Necro...
You don't want to give this up for free, though.
Yeah, well, Rock is going to drop. Roshan, he's still pretty low, down at 1,300. Universe is looking for that opening, but then the rolling thunder through. Tavo keeping the backline play. Control blast is huge. Heavy will pop, but here comes DJ in with the epicenter. Universe's walls in a perfect spot. And the equip for HFN under the protection. The BKB's too good, but Abed, that stolen Aegis, he'll revive him, but only into instant death. Universe wants to kill into the Duster, but he will not find it. A triple kill for the Luna. Tavo cleans up Pilot Eye in the back lines, and they want the last one. They want DJ able to blink away just in time before Tavo can connect. But they get the fight. They don't take the Aegis, but Pain Gaming will take mid.
That was such an awkward engagement for FNATIC. They waited for so long. DJ didn't move at all from that bottom lane. He came in over the top with the epicenter with a 10-second BKB used by the Luna. Negates all of that. HFN holds strong. They have so much control. It's like what I talked about. They just don't have enough to kill.
Into Sandstorm, he took the initial stun, and he actually defends the tower with this.
Okay, he
calculated.
And despite all that, Roshan was taken by the Dire.
Yep.
So aside from the kills, Pain don't really pick up any further objectives, but they do win the fight. They get a ton of levels on this Luna. Weehaw gets really close to his BKB. This is the issue with Storm right now, though. You have this build where you don't have a BKB, but without the Orchid, you don't quite deal damage. You see him queue it up already. Even with the Aegis, he goes down twice so easily.
Yeah. We had to have a quick little back look at this fight, and okay, maybe not. They're looking for aggressive wards now from FNATIC going into the Radiant jungle, preparing that pressure on bottom. They committed both Observer Sentry near the rune point. On the hill, just the obs. But it gives them information. They see Weehaw fighting.
DJ, he's got the epicenter.
Yeah, DJ is ready for it. Preps the epicenter, lets it go. Ancient Apparition is closer, however. And then the back into a double stun. This is what Universe and DJ wanted around Roshan. They'll have to settle for it a little bit later. Tavo, Rolling Thunder through, pick up and throw down with the Fade Bolt and have a lot of damage. And he goes for another Rolling Thunder. Looking for the hit, has to jump away. Swashbuckle doesn't give the distance required, and FNATIC keep the chase going. Abed has a double kill, and they're going to go for more. They go for King RD. He's the one right underneath the tier 3 tower. They don't worry about diving under it. They're fine. And Envy is strong, but HFN still the one man to stay alive. And are they really going to go in? Yep, they are. Tango can find back. Ancient Apparition's back up. Prepare for that Ice Blast. Hit the bottom lane. He TP's a little bit further forward. Here comes the Ice Blast. Target to connect. No heroes hit by this. They swashbuckle and clean up the lane, but the tier 3 tower is already lost. FNATIC at the dominated catapult, and they take the first tower and open up the shrines on the map.
What in the world did we just witness?
I am uncertain.
FNATIC, they get stomped in a fight. Bind 2, bind 3, then immediately just go for the bottom play. Tier 3 opened up by them. That is so dangerous now, playing against that Lycan, who has that freshly completed Book 3. Pain, all of a sudden in such a weird position, caught out farming.
This is when they were meant to be strong. This is when the BKB from the Luna was gonna, it worked as well around the Roshan pit, but because it was FNATIC, you had that weird engagement. But the BKBs are not both up yet. You're still short of it for the DK. He's got the Mithril Hammer, but it's back in the stash and still requires the recipe.
Yeah, this feels like a very reactionary play to what just happened. They're like, okay, we need to be in a 5-man position. They haven't waited for any of their items to complete. Like you said, Weehaw, so close to that BKB, you'd like him to just wait for it and be a little bit more patient. Looking for this fight, FNATIC.
But the Lycan Wolves are moving out. They're looking for information, and this info is letting FNATIC know, just run back inside the base. So just push the tier 2 tower. Pain have to get something for this rotation. What they were denied by the SK before, but now it's FNATIC's turn. Smoke up, look for the fight. The Lycan Wolves giving so much information for FNATIC once again. The Wolves time out, and Pain know they're being stalked. It's not stopping HFN from attacking up into the Ancients, and FNATIC, Sentry Ward defensively moving up the hill cautiously.
Oh, HFN, he might just get isolated here.
Oh, again, Duster. Why do I feel like he is just a distraction? Okay, HFN survives because Duster gets initiated on. And everyone's in retreat. Wolves still watching and following HFN. Envy wants this. Like, he's gone for Shapeshift. He's going to dive underneath the shrine. SK's on his way, but DK in the neighborhood. Here goes your control through it, and the rock will drop, but the BKBs are protected. One more attack. Envy needs to die. HFN's attack does reach it. King RD was there for the control. It was the telekinesis that held him there. Tavo, he's rolling, bouldering through. He'll stun up too. The rest of Pain Gaming is taking a while before they can get to the front line, so Tavo, he's just too quick for the rest of his team to be there with him. But like it is down, Shapeshift is down, the blink is on for King RD, the jump up, Pilot Eye falls. 42-second window without the Warlock available, and they're coming for mid lane.
They're pinging right now. They drew the line. Weeha is going to lose the Dragon form, but with 2 heroes down, no Rock. Even if the Warlock is alive, Toby.
This is a hard defense. Darkseer, maybe Universe just creates a wall to try and fight back against Pain Gaming. The bottom lane still pushing in. It will attack into the racks. Not to mention Storm Spirit's ready to fight. That's a double damage once again bottled up for the Storm Spirit. So the tier 3 tower falls. Pain. They do not find a gank. Dragon Knight was there in the Shadow Blade, but they will retreat.
Yeah, they should just reset things. Their bottom lane. They've got to deal with that first.
Yep.
Everyone TPing out right now. FNATIC.
There's some slow TPs when they all go to the same lane.
And once again, we just reset the game. Pain finding those pickoffs. Envy getting way too overzealous there. He was so far in front of the rest of his team. Thought he was just gonna maybe force the BKB out on the Luna. HFN, he stood his ground, pops that old Weeha over the top with his own stun. Completely locks him down, unable to move. They had to use the Rock for that. They know that it's still on cooldown. Weeha, he's got the Dragon form up and that freshly picked up BKB, newly minted.
Yep.
Try to get to Tavo here. He's spotted by the Wolf. Envy.
Oh, Tavo, there's your blink Burrow Strike. DJ has him, and then a quick jump away. Swashbuckle, he wants a Rolling Thunder out. Here comes your Rise Bars as well. Holds Envy in position so he gets hit by one of the backlines. Pilot gets picked up by King RD and HF. And they'll find Universe too. Universe will make a couple of problems. That's a lot of problems, actually. It's all of Pain Gaming fighting from inside that Darkseer wall. DJ can blink and get back to Roshan. So a quick disengage as Pan go for a tour.
They're going to go for the Shrine instead. They still want something out of this. 2 heroes dead on FNATIC.
Yeah, let's not make too many copies.
The Luna illusion is so strong.
Yep.
Same with the Dragon Knight one. That almost just killed King RD.
This is why I keep looking towards Darkseer. And I'm looking for that combination as well. Like, it's not just Darkseer. It's having DJ there for the instant follow Burrow Strike. But it's like space needs to be created for that. Pilot Eye got wrapped around on Pain Gaming. That find was almost the perfect pincer.
Yeah, they're just not finding good angles for Pi to really play his hero. Most of the rocks this game have been largely used
DJ.
defensively.
Dust is out. He's going to try and...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ho-ho!
这波不亏，这波不亏，666。
And I believe we're back.
Ryan's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Recap what you missed. Nothing. But we get our bearings at least. So Pain Gaming are grouped up on the bottom lane. 5 heroes there. FNATIC are inside their jungle. One lane of Rex is at least exposed by the side. Bit of FNATIC. Bottom on the other side. Yep, it's a push on bottom lane that is not really going to be contested at all. This will be tier 1 and tier 2 tower falling down. They're waiting for Roshan. He will respawn in just over 1 minute and 20 seconds.
And that's why Pain gonna go for a smoke of their own. Look for the fight, root it out.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as
Try to
the
take it into the Roshan, or maybe even transition it into a push. But the mid lane is being contested right now. DJ in the
He's just
pit.
sitting in the vortex reveals him, but a little bit too late. And DJ knows he can just jump away. I love their efficient game, just instantly from FNATIC at the very, very start. Like, okay, they just lost one of their observer wards, but they're covering north, east, and south of the pit.
Yeah, and I'd like to see FNATIC right now grab this tier 1 tower up at top. Last tier 1 tower in the game that exists. They need to continue to put pressure around the map. DJ gonna sandstorm this, clear out the wave, allow his creeps to just hit that.
A secondary initiating item for Weeha. He's got the Shadow Blade with the BKB, but the Blink Dagger's coming on the Courier too. Envy underneath the Observer Ward. They're waiting the timeout for the person. Lucid Beam with the Blink into perfect control. Pain Gaming, 50 seconds without Eternal Envy.
And they're going to walk into the Roshan pit, see if it's
这
up.
波不亏，6
In
6
16,
6
15, 14. It may be a little too long. Pain Gaming may just say, let's just go down mid lane. That Rax is exposed, 30 seconds. There is still Rock. There is still the combination for FNATIC to defend this. DJ has to come home to make it work, though.
Yeah,
They're
DJ
using the Courier to scout Roshan.
is going to come back into this Weehaw. Under the guise of the Sentry Ward, FNATIC are going to back way the hell up.
Yep, they reveal it. This is the biggest problem when you're a team defending against Luna with no tower.
DJ, he's getting hit by the Glimpse!
Oh no, the Epicentre's wasted the backline. Gets one pulse into the DK, but here comes your Ice Blast. Universe forced stopped away from it. A rolling thunder in, sent up and towards the air. Is Tavo being distraction while the Rax is being taken, but the Rax is gone. EE is back to World of Living. Is there a Burrow Strike? Is there something to try and grab him with? It is not happening. The melee is already gone. In the back lines! Pain found him. He TP'd out. He thought he could fight, but the Observer Ward saw all. And Eternal Envy get tipped something.
They should tip him all 5 if you have a compendium at this point.
And
That's unbelievable.
这波不亏，
too many
6
tips.
6
Too many tips tilts the boat. Now Pain Gaming, they already have the mid that they can think about doing Roshan. If they knew the double damage rune is sitting out the front of the pit too, they grab that and go. And that's exactly what will happen, Luna. You've already got 321 damage coming out of this Luna. Give her an extra buff, make it +3, 2, 1. It's one shot of a throw.
Right now, HFN has an unbelievable amount of farm.
22,000 net worth to the 14,000 of FNATIC. And he's going to go into a Satanic. He looks like he's immortal.
He pretty much is at this point, and speaking of which...
Yeah, he has the immortal. The Aegis. Thunder rolling through. Ice Blast. It connects. Pylite die. He's had a hard enough game as it is, but this is brutal. And Tavo's not stopping yet. DJ. They don't have TP scrolls. So Luna's just running straight through the mid. The range Rax, one hit and is gone. And they ping to go towards the top. It's the place where FNATIC will take the longest time to set up.
Envy, so close to that BKB, wants to try to complete it before this fight, but Pain might not just allow him that opportunity. This Aegis Luna is such a problem right now.
They need that blink back wall. They get the back. No wall follow-up. They didn't hit him. They blink further forward. The aggression from Pain Gaming takes off. And the Ice Blast offense. No regeneration, but the Rock as well as Fatal Bonds. Problems for Pain Gaming. If Weehaw can do, actually if anyone can do the damage, it was Envy just running in. But really, this game's over. They can't defend this. How does FNATIC do anything when they have no cause alive? Pylite dies in the front. Weehaw with a triple kill. The back line gets picked, but all they can take is supports. GG, well played. Pain Gaming claim game 1 of the 3rd place matchup.
At just 32 minutes, Pain kept up the awkward, but still kept it rolling for the most part. HFN ending this game 9